Welcome back, gamers. Lazy Gamer here. And in this RPG Maker MV tutorial, we are going to cover some events. We are going to go through some battles with what that entails, and we are going to cover one or two plugins in more detail. So with that in mind, let's get started. First thing we're going to cover in closer detail is the speech event, or at least the message event. I'm going to alter our save points a little, just to recap. Under database system, you can add or remove the list of what will be shown, and I have removed formation since we are only two anyway, and save because I want to create this save point, which I covered in a tip earlier in the series. Let's start by opening the event again, and firstly we are going to show a text saying, "Do you wish to save your game?" ? Well, that seems simple enough, but under message we have show choice, and you can up to 6, and with a mod you can get even more, but we are going to stick with these two. Yes, we want to, or no, I don't want to. And there's some options here. You can have dim or transparent window where the text is placed. Default choice yes, cancel. Choice 2, which is no. Yeah, that's what we want. So now we will be asked, do you wish to save game? Yes, no. No, we will not have anything. If we say no, that's the same as cancel, so we don't need anything there. I will move the save to in there. And I am going to alter this text slightly, because I put in a mod from Yanfly. I keep saying that name, but it's important. Message core, which you can have more options during texts. So I am going to, let's put this one down for now. I am going to copy something called name frame, I think. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Look it up if you are using that mod plugin. I'm going to put it in there, and then I am going to say save gem. So when that appears, this text is going to appear on top of or over the normal message window. So you will not sure if I need a space there. Let's gamble on not. But this has to be in the text window, but that doesn't count as characters. So here you can, if you want, the text can go a bit over this line and it will still be here, but be careful, you have to test it out and see how much, at least as many characters as what is there, because this part will of course not come into the inside here. I just press preview, but that doesn't count anymore with that. If yes, open save screen, that's as we want. So with a simple show text and show choice, we have altered this slightly so it's a bit more interactive. Now I am going to now show you what should we call it, conditional branch. You can't do something before you have another thing. In this case, I won't be able to leave this area before I have my friend with me. She's inside the house at the moment. That's just an event. We will work on it in a moment. But let's make the event first. I'm gonna need 2 event pages. On the first one, I am going to create a conditional branch. It's an if/or statement, more or less. If actor name Lana is in party, then we can leave. If not, other condition. So if Lana is in party, we can teleport out, transfer player to small village, which we will cover at a later date. And just to be consistent, open move. I'm going to copy the move from somewhere we have had it automatically and just put it there. Because now I did not use the quick event creator, but I did things manually. But if I don't have Lana in the party, I have to go and pick her up inside the house. If not, I am going to... No, silly me. I don't need that. I was thinking about something else. If I don't have Lana in the party, something else will happen. For instance, I will tell myself, or lazy gamer will. So I created my lazy gamer, so he has another face. I have his his speech window there. If you will notice, I have one inside the other because this is a standard text window thing. If you put any number inside the brackets, in this case 5, which is the number of the actor Lazy Gamer, that will print his name instead of the number. And that is, for instance, if halfway through your 60 hour game you want to change his name, or you have the option at the start to name him something, whatever you want. It's nice to have this instead, so you don't have to go into every instance of dialogue and text to change the bloody name each time you do. So it's convenient. So this is... Now I will show you when we test the map, but that's... Firstly, his name will appear above the text window, and his name will be there, just so you know. You will get it when I show you, and I don't need space there, I think. So let's see. I can't go to the village until I have picked up Lana, and I have her name there in. And sometimes I use this instead of that, and that will make the plugin confused. But this is just the name of Lana. It is actor 6. So let's copy paste that in there, so I don't have to write it each and every time. She should be inside the... Remember, this line is not with something in front, so I have to change line again. Inside the house. And just to this is just a text like we did before in the save gem example, but I'm going to movement route in tab 2, movement. There I have transfer, vehicle, event location, scroll map. I'm not using all of this, so I will in this in the tutorials I'm making, I will show you all I know, but I'm by no means an expert. So anyway, set movement route. You can choose, well, all events that are on the map, but since I am the player, let's just leave it at that. Wait for complete. We will, sometimes that is useful not to have. Skip if one hits something one shouldn't. A wall, for instance, you can skip it instead of just getting stuck. I don't need it right now. Repeat movement is, well, it will just repeat when this line is done. I only need one move, which is move right, which is away from where I'm standing, away from the event. That should do it. And this will repeat until I have found Lana. which is fine. And to accomplish that event, we will, or the other side of this event, we will go inside the house. Here's Lana. It's not the actor, it's just the image of the actor, so you can interact with it. It's the same level as character, which is required when you are going to trigger it with the action button, which we will. And this needs two pages, because when I have picked her up, she's not going to stand there anymore, is she? So here she is. We need an event when we talk to her. We will need a text. For instance, I need her box name first. Of course, we will need her face. No, she's going to smile when she talks to me. There we go. Hey. My name. And in the future, I will do this if it's necessary behind the screen, or cut it out. But I'm showing you guys now, so you can learn it if you if you haven't already. Ready to go. Then I'm going to talk. So the lazy gamer. Yeah. I'm going to need my... Yeah, this is tedious even when you work on it, so... Yep. Let's go. And now, instead of doing all that again, I can copy her dialogue, place it at the bottom, and then before we go to the village, let's get the treasure in the cave mine. Let's call it a cave. And then I am going to use party event, change party member, Lana add. We are going to use where's sound again? I know all of this stuff. Audio and video. Play. Background music. No. Play. Sound effect. I was looking for something else, but this takes too long. I can probably alter it later. And then we will do another thing, which is change transparency on, I think. Then she will not be shown anymore. Then we will need a trigger. And since this is a contain event, we can just use Control cell switch A on, and then we only need to activate the self switch. So when the self switch activates, it will go to the second page, and then we will not need to do anything with it again. So there. But since we now have another condition event, when Lana is in party, then we shall make another event, conditional branch, and we will use the switch treasure found. Create condition. And now it's starting to, might look a bit confusing. We are going to move when treasure found is on, then we can move. If not, excuse me, sorry about that. It just had to happen, didn't it? Sooner or later I'm going to get a call while I'm recording. So where was I? Oh yeah, copy this text. If we don't if we have not been there to get the text, then can't go in the village until we have the treasure. I realized while I was talking on the phone that this video is going to be very long. I'm almost tempted to cut it into two halves, but I have started already, so yeah, we have gone through a few event options. Now we have to enter the cave. Actually, we should probably make an event for the cave as well. So I'm just going to copy that. Remove the treasure part. And then put that in the if Lana is in party. All the pieces. And then just picked up Lana. Should be in the house. Yeah, I can use this. Go to the dungeon. Probably. So there. Now, I think we have covered that part. So, next part will be enemies and a plugin.